1,076,999 Jeeps. That's how many Wranglers and Gladiators owners were told to stop parking indoors on the 9th of June. 51 fires, 1 injury, and no repair available the day the recall was announced. That's what pushed the national park outside total past 3.2 million vehicles, and much of what's circulating about that figure is wrong. Here's what's actually open right now, what ended years ago, and what it means for your house. Section 1. What park outside actually means. In August 2021, NHTSA published a consumer alert about the Chevrolet Bolt. One sentence in it explains this whole category better than anything else you'll read. The agency confirmed 5 fires and 2 injuries, then noted that at least one of those fires spread from the vehicle and ignited a home. That's the line. Not a car burning, a house burning, because a car was parked in it. A park outside recall is a specific class of defect. The vehicle can catch fire with the ignition off, nobody in it, nothing plugged in. NHTSA's language on the Bolt was that the cell packs could smoke and ignite internally, spread to the rest of the vehicle, and cause a structure fire if the car was parked in a garage or near a house. A brake recall gives you warning. This category gives you none, because you're asleep. Now the correction, and it matters. The 3.2 million figure is not a federal order. It comes from Carfax, published June 18, 2026, counting unrepaired park outside recalls still open nationwide. And Carfax reported the number jumped nearly 50% in a single week. Nobody in Washington banned anything. These are manufacturer advisories, which means enforcement is entirely on you. Carfax put Texas at the top, with about 302,000 affected vehicles, California just over 300,000, and Florida third at roughly 270,000. For scale, manufacturers recalled more than 23 million vehicles in the U.S. in the first half of 2026, more than double the same period in 2025, according to an analysis of NHTSA data by recall software firm BusyCar. 3.2 million is a thin slice of that. It's just the slice that can take the garage with it. Section 2. The Million Jeep Recall. NHTSA Campaign 26V363, filed June 9, 2026. Stellantis calls it Recall 21D internally. The population splits into 787,887 Wranglers built between June 24, 2020 and December 2, 2024, and 289,112 Gladiators built from August 18, 2020 to the same end date. Every one came out of Toledo, Ohio. Another 250,000 are affected abroad. The mechanism is boring, which is what makes it dangerous. An electrical connection feeds the electric hydraulic power steering pump. When it goes loose, resistance climbs, the connection heats, and combustible material sitting nearby can ignite. NHTSA's summary is blunt. The wiring may overheat and cause a fire even when the vehicle is parked with the ignition off. NHTSA is aware of 51 fires and 1 injury likely tied to this defect. The timeline is where it gets uncomfortable. Stellantis' own technical safety and regulatory compliance team investigated fires at that exact connection between May 2023 and April 2024, then closed the investigation because incidents were infrequent. In September 2024, NHTSA Office of Defects Investigation opened its own file, PE24-024, into engine compartment fires on 2021 through 2023 Wranglers and Gladiators. What followed was 2 years of buybacks, teardowns, Connecticut scans, and bench testing. April 2026 is when Stellantis confirmed the loose connection could melt and lead to a fire, and the defect determination came May 28, 2026. That's roughly 3 years from the first internal investigation to the recall, and when the recall landed, there was no fix. This is what's called an advance notice recall, which means owners get told the defect exists before the repair exists, so they can start parking outside immediately. Owner letters went out in phases from July 9th through August 3rd. Stellantis said it anticipated a remedy no later than July 2026. Faisal Hassan, Vice President of Data Acquisition at Carfax, framed the stakes plainly. An unrepaired park outside recall doesn't just put the vehicle at risk, it threatens garages, homes, and anything parked nearby. Section 3. The Other Jeeps. Here's something that gets counted twice in almost every video on the subject. The Grand Cherokee 4xe recall and the Wrangler 4xe recall are not two recalls. They're one. November 2025, Stellantis recalled 320,065 plug-in hybrids in the United States, 228,221 Wrangler 4xe from 2020 through 2025, and 91,844 Grand Cherokee 4xe from 2022 through 2026, about 375,000 worldwide. Samsung SDI supplied the cells, and Samsung SDI's own position is that separator damage combined with other internal interactions is the likeliest root cause. 19 fires, 1 injury. 9 of those fires happened in vehicles that already had the software remedy from the 2024 recall, which is why NHTSA's filing says vehicles previously repaired under campaigns 23 V787 and 24 V720 need the new fix too. Stellantis estimated about 5% of the population, roughly 16,000 vehicles, carries the defect. Then there's a separate problem with the same trucks. Recall 2 5V766 covers 112,859 vehicles, 76,019 Wrangler 4xe from 2024 and 2025, and 36,840 Grand Cherokee 4xe from 2023 through 2025. Engine blocks cast at Nemax plant in Garcia, Nuevo Leon weren't properly cleaned afterward, leaving sand inside. Sand travels through oil passages, reaches the bearings, and destroys the engine. Sometimes it starts a fire. 36 fires, 3 injuries, 144 warranty claims, and 50 reports of unrecoverable power loss, all from engines built between June 2023 and March 2024. If you've seen a stat about 36 engine fires attached to this topic, that's where it comes from. 1 recall population, not a national count. The consequence nobody mentions. Stellantis is killing all of its North American plug-in hybrids, starting with the 2026 model year. Wrangler 4xe, Grand Cherokee 4xe, Pacifica Hybrid, gone. One more detail, and the location matters. Ontario's Owen Sound Transportation Company banned 2017 to 2021 Pacifica plug-in hybrids from its ferries in July 2024 and has since added 2022 to 2025 Grand Cherokee PHEVs and 2020 to 2025 Wrangler PHEVs. Those boats run the Pelee Island route on Lake Erie and the Chi-Chiman on Lake Huron, not Lake Michigan, which is the version you'll hear repeated. Section 4. The recall that keeps growing. BMW filed Campaign 25-liter 636 in September 2025, covering 196,355 vehicles, and that's the number everyone quotes. It's now badly out of date. The original list runs 2019 to 2021 330i, 2019 to 2022 Z4, 2020 to 2022 530i, X3 and X4, 2021 to 2022 430i, and the 2022 230i, plus 1,469 Toyota GR Supras, because BMW builds the Supra and it shares the starter, not 469 Supras, and the supplier is Vallejo, not Denso. The failure is unglamorous. Water reaches the starter's electrical relay. The relay corrodes. The corrosion causes a short. The short overheats the starter, and in an extreme case that becomes a fire while driving or parked with the ignition off. BMW investigated around 10 field reports and knows of no accidents or injuries. It estimates the defect rate at 0.1%, or about 196 cars out of 196,355. But BMW can't tell you which 196, so all of them park outside. Then it grew twice. In January 2026, BMW filed 26V056, adding 87,394 U.S. vehicles, including the 2021 to 2023 Supra, this time for a different mechanism. Bench testing found metallic material building up inside the relay chamber from abrasion. Owner letters went out March 27, 2026. In July 2026, it grew again. Another 29,119 vehicles, all plug-in hybrid sedans that had been left out of the earlier waves because they use a different starting system, 2016 to 2018 330e. 2018 to 2020 2530e and 530e xDrive, and the 2017 to 2019 740L xDrive. Same water corrosion, same park outside advisory. Letters go out August 28, 2026. Run the arithmetic across those 3 campaigns and you get 312,868 US vehicles, and BMW found the last group by continuing to pull starters from the field after the first recall closed. If this is useful, hit like and subscribe. It helps. Section 5. The ones that aren't new. A lot of what gets presented as current is years old, and one entry doesn't belong in the category at all. Toyota recalled 1,854,000 RAV4s from the 2013 to 2018 model years under campaign 23V734, and the mechanism is real. Some replacement 12-volt batteries have smaller top dimensions, so if the hold-down clamp isn't torqued correctly, the battery shifts during a hard turn and the positive terminal touches the clamp. Short circuit under your hood. But that recall is from November 2023, and a Toyota spokesman told the Associated Press the company was not advising owners to park outdoors. It isn't a park outside recall, and never was. You may have seen footage of a vehicle burning near the Charging Bull in Lower Manhattan on May 19, 2026. FDNY responded to Broadway and Stone Street at 5:42 in the evening and needed roughly 90 minutes to control it. No injuries. The MTA confirmed the vehicle was theirs, and Jalopnik reported the wreckage appeared to be a 4th-generation RAV4. Investigators haven't determined a cause, and nobody has tied it to a recall. The Hyundai Kona Electric numbers are real and also 5 years old. Roughly 82,000 vehicles globally, around $900 million. Batteries from LG's Nanjing plant with a folded anode tab that lets lithium plating touch the cathode. Reuters reported that cost in March 2021, and the U.S. population was about 4,696 cars. Same story with the electric oil pump recalls. Hyundai and Kia together pulled in roughly 91,000 vehicles in August 2023, not 2026. Kia's half, Campaign 23V531, was 39,765 cars, split 20,453 Souls, 14,901 Seltos, and 4,411 Sportages. The Soul is the biggest chunk and gets left off most lists. Kia identified 6 thermal events with localized melting, 5 Souls, 1 Seltos, and 0 Sportages. Hyundai's half was about 52,000 vehicles with 4 heat damage reports. Now the correction worth the most. The figure going around for the Ram Cummins recall is 30,665 trucks. NHTSA Campaign 23V060 covers 306,165 in the United States alone. That's off by a factor of 10. It runs 2021 through 2023. Ram 2,500 and 3,500 pickups plus 3,500, 4,500 and 5,500 chassis cabs with the 6.7-liter Cummins, and it expanded 2 earlier campaigns from 2021. 6 fires, 5 with the engine running and 1 after the ignition was switched off. February 2023, and the largest park outside action in this whole story appears on nobody's list. In September 2023, Hyundai and Kia jointly recalled 3.37 million vehicles because ABS and hydraulic control modules can leak brake fluid internally and short out. Kia's share was 1.73 million, Hyundai's 1.64 million. Hyundai reported 21 fires and 21 other thermal incidents dating back to 2017. One recall, bigger than today's entire national park outside total. 51 fires, 1 injury, 1,077,000 Jeeps, and no repair on the day the recall was announced. That's the real story behind 3.2 million, and every piece of it traces back to a filing you can read yourself. So tell me, have you ever gotten a park outside letter, and what did you actually do about it? Did you move the car or park in the garage anyway and hope